Good morning. Welcome to Friday Freedom with Priscilla Wilkinson. Have you ever heard of the Stockholm Syndrome? It became a popular term back in the 1970s. So that's where someone is kidnapped or held against their will. And what happens is the person who is in captivity begins to empathize with their captor. They began to even love them sometimes. They began to have positive feelings toward their captor. And when they're actually rescued, oftentimes they don't want to be, or they struggle with their emotions, and sometimes they want to go back to their captor. Some of us are like that when it comes to sin. Jesus paid a price, and because of the price he paid, we are free. But some of us keep wanting to go back to our captor, back to sin, back to this world. We're enticed by it. We know there's freedom. We see that the door is open inside our prison. And all we have to do is walk through it. But we keep looking back at what we might lose, at what's behind us. The sin entices us. We've become comfortable in our prison. You know, they say today that a lot of times people that have been in prison for many years, once they get out, they don't know what to do with themselves. And many of them will commit small crimes so that they can go back to prison, so that they can go back to this life that's all they really know. Are we handling sin that way? Are we so comfortable with sin? Are we so comfortable with this world that although the door is open, that someone has already paid the price, has already paid for us to be free, we're afraid to walk in freedom. We are afraid to walk out of our prison. And some of us walk out for a minute, but we keep looking back. We keep wanting to go back to our sin. We've become comfortable in our sin. If that's you today, then I ask you to take whatever that sin is, take whatever that enticement is before the Lord and ask Him to break that chain on your life so that you can truly walk in freedom. Galatians 3:22 says, "But the scriptures declare that we are all prisoners of sin, so we receive God's promise of freedom only by believing in Jesus Christ." The only way we can get out of this prison of sin is to believe in Jesus Christ and to follow Him out of the prison of sin. What is in the world today that is enticing you away from your Father? What in the world have you gotten so comfortable with that you don't want to leave it? You want to stay there. Let me encourage you today to let it go. Don't allow the world to keep you in prison, because the day will come that you have to make a choice. And you will either choose the world or you will choose Jesus Christ. But you can't choose both. Today, step out in freedom and choose Jesus Christ. Have a blessed day and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.